what a scoundrel. Gas to the town fool to go rob the crown jewel. He's like a Lego megalomaniac who's into electronic and techno, a real brainiac. Smack dab in the hip-hop gold rush. Be rather the old stuff, preferably the cold crush. It gets deeper than Deep Pack Chopper, except he keep us.
I guess I should start with, oh, Canada, let's become one big country. Oh, Canada, you'll get your eagle scream. Ah! So, I don't know about you, but I've often joked about Canada becoming one big country. Canada becoming part of the United States. Because whenever I meet a Canadian, I forget that that's another country. And I usually don't know that they're Canadian until they say some typical Canadian stuff like eh. You know, once in a while it'll pop out, or it's how they pronounce their O's. So, I really haven't thought of Canada as another country, but now that it's on the freaking list as becoming part of the United States, it's one of those things that's like, why hasn't that happened already? I mean, when you look at the economies, why hasn't that happened? I mean, like, y'all just want to be different? Y'all just want to be different? Come on down here. Let's link up, make this one big economy. We got resources, y'all got resources, we each got stuff we could bring to the table. Hey, I like Canadians. Have you ever been to Niagara Falls? The Canadian side is spectacular. The American side is ass. Don't go to the American side of Niagara Falls. Go to the Canadian side. Get your passport. Man, I was disappointed when I realized that I had to have a passport to go to Canada, because I'm used to just going up there, seeing the sights, and coming back. You gotta have a passport. I mean, I have my passport, but you gotta have a passport. That's kind of heartbreaking. I want to go up north and see my cold cousins. So today's subject is, hold on, let me introduce myself first. I'm Aqua the OG. I'm Aquarian OG. I go by both monikers. I use both. I kind of had a soft rebranding. You know, you gotta change it up a little bit. Look a little, you know, it kind of, you know what I'm saying? You gotta freshen up the upper place, you know, put some new furniture in or something like that. But anyway, oh, if you notice, I'm in a different part of the ship too. I'm over in the chill hub. So yeah, hit that like, hit the follow. I'm trying to grow up this channel. We getting back on the ball. I know my video is a little bit late and I'm talking a lot right now, but you just gonna have to just grin bear it, because I got stuff I gotta say. I don't usually have a whole lot to say, but I got stuff to say. Trying to grow this channel, trying to get this success going on. I want this to get to go in a good place. I know I'm late because I was supposed to drop this video yesterday, but I had some things going on yesterday, and I got you going on today. And we're gonna have another one tomorrow or sooner if something else doesn't. You know, I might talk about the fires too. That's kind of a major deal. Hey, if y'all want me to talk about something, give me a video to check out, because I'm open. I'm just kind of searching around right now. All right, without further ado, let's roll the tape.
Today I'm here in Canada, and we're going to be asking the Canadians here how they feel about becoming the 51st state. Donald Trump has been teasing the idea for quite some time on social media, referring to Canada as the 51st state.
He's even gone. Nah, really. When he first said it, I kind of took it as a joke. I was like, oh, he trolling. Then it just became more serious. It's like, oh, so this is a thing. Oh, so we're doing this. Oh, okay.
Even gone as far as posting a photo of him on top of a mountain range saying,
shit was funny.
Oh, Canada. He is now calling Justin Trudeau the governor of...
We're going to have to fire Justin Trudeau. I'm glad he's resigning. He's got to go. Trudeau got to go.
Canada.
Oh,
so today we're going to be
Trudeau.
asking the Canadians here how they feel about becoming the 51st state. And Donald Trump is also talking about buying Greenland and taking back the Panama Canal. So if this video gets 100,000 likes, I know that's a lot of likes, but if this video gets 100,000 likes, we will go to Greenland and potentially the Panama Canal. Give this video a like right now, 100,000 likes, and we're going to Greenland. Now let's go talk to people here on the streets of Canada. How do you feel about becoming the 51st state?
F*** off.
That's what I said.
Do you think it's pretty insulting that Donald Trump is trying to make Canada the 51st state?
He's not trying to make it. It's just pure insanity.
I thought it was a joke,
It's just
too.
more craziness.
It's a good ass
Piled
idea.
higher and deeper. It smells just as bad as it always does.
Would there be any benefits of becoming the 51st state?
I can think of about 1 million disadvantages.
Yeah.
Not one advantage whatsoever.
What would be some disadvantages of becoming the 51st state?
Everything. You'd be American. That's like, isn't that an
Excuse me, sir. But technically, you're American already. You just choose to call yourself Canadian. Man, what did we do? I feel like 50 Cent. What the you fuck me for?
enough?
Do you support Canada becoming the 51st state?
Nah, who would want to be part of America right now?
Yeah, why wouldn't Canada want to be part of America?
Hell no, bro. Nah, you got it good here. Drinking age is 19, not 21. Weed age 19, not 21.
What do you think about Donald Trump? Do you think it's right of him to say and refer to Canada as the 51st state?
Not really. It's a little bit expansionist, but you know, I think Trump
I kind of agree with him on the expansionist part. But hey, you got to learn Donald Trump is straightforward. He don't run no games on you. He just do straight. He's straight ahead. He's like a bull. What sign is Dr. Donald? He might be a Taurus.
Trump's a bit of a dick, but yeah, that's just me. I
He's a dick because he's not afraid to hurt people's feelings. You'll get over it. You'll get over it. It'll become, what's it called, X.com fodder now.
get why people voted for him. He's, you know, he promised change, and America does need to change. So we'll see how that goes.
How do you feel about becoming the 51st state?
I love it.
My man.
I'd love it to do it.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
man.
I'm all in. As long as Trump ain't in.
Okay. Well, Trump is calling Trudeau
and then
the
he lost
governor
me.
of Canada.
Yeah, well, that's fine with me. Trudeau's an idiot. They're trying to get him out, right? So Canadian politics has got to do what they got to do, and if they want to make it a state, I'm in.
Do you think it'd be a good idea for
least he's
Canada to
in, though.
become the 51st state?
If I was younger, I'd vote yes. Or I'd vote no. But now that I'm older, I vote yes.
What benefits would it have for Canada if it were to become the 51st
Well,
state?
they'd have to spread out a whole bunch of for us to understand, because right now it's just an idea.
He's got a point. We would have a lot of talking to do. Holy shit, we'd have a lot of talking to do.
We don't know what's going to happen to our pensions. Are we going to get a fair shake in the deal?
Oh, you would absolutely get a fair shake of the deal. You couldn't have you come in as a state and fuck you over. Nah. You get a fair shake. Just don't end up like Illinois. That corruption down there. Oh, no. Y'all just be Canada. Just do what you do with American money.
Because they want all our resources. One way
No, wrong, sir. We have some too. We're actually supplying you.
or another, they're going to get it down the line either which way. In 10, 20, 30 years, they're going to take it anyway. Right? Because they got no water, you know, they got a bit of oil, and we got all the lumber. I mean, there's 35 million here, and then there's resources.
Yeah, they have an abundance of natural resources here in Canada.
Yeah, and they'll be needing that.
And here you guys have
We
40
actually
million
don't.
people. In the United States, you got about 350 million. We have the biggest military in the United States. Canada has a decent-sized military.
Yeah, we got nothing.
Would it be beneficial for Canada to join forces with the United States?
Oh, well, yeah, we did in World War I, too. I mean, we were on the beaches, too,
Yeah,
in D-Day,
Yeah.
you know. It wasn't all America.
And then
So why don't you just come on down? The snow's fine.
say Donald Trump
We like hockey too.
gets Canada and then he goes and buys Greenland. That'd be a pretty big country.
Well, yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Some of Trump's ideas, you know, I hate to say it, are actually not bad. And then you got some bleeding hearts going, you know. But Trump's, he's not a politician.
He's a
He's a businessman.
Yep.
He looks at it in a different sense.
Yep.
Do you think Trump could make Canada great again?
Yep.
Well, we are slipping a little. What's our dollar today? 60 cents? Yeah. Well, at least we'd be on par with shit like that.
And just a reminder, if this video gets 100,000,
Their dollar's down to 60? Damn. I'm out of touch. I remember when that was like 75. 60? Ouch.
Likes, we will go to Greenland. What do you think about Canada becoming the 51st state?
Am I allowed to use?
Wait a minute. What's going on here? Is that what she's using to stay warm, or is she like part something ease? What's going on here? It's a pretty fly overcoat, but what's going on here?
To swear?
Threw me off.
Fuck no. Also, they should just bloody try it and see where that gets them.
She said,
Do you think Canada would be able to withstand the United States?
Look, we burned down. All I'm saying is, remember what happened once to the
say something stupid.
White House? All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We know where.
Listen, lady. Canada is not coming down here to take over the White House. You're living in the Britain days. Stop it. Just stop it. Matter of fact, what is going on with your ensemble? If she went all the way as to have the sticks in the back of the bun.
It is.
What do you think about Trump referring to your guys' prime minister as the governor of the great
May I
state of
make a
California?
gesture? There. I think that sums it up quite nicely.
What disadvantages would come from
About to say
Canada
everything.
becoming part of the United States?
We love our health care. I love the fact that I can go to the doctor or the hospital for any reason and not get bankrupt. I
I heard it takes 3 weeks to see a doctor, though.
also like not having school shootings on the daily.
What would be your message to Donald Trump for referring to your prime minister as the governor of the great state of Canada?
Fuck you. On behalf of all
Knew she
Canada
wouldn't go
and
like
with
that
our
way.
full chest and all politeness, fuck you.
We'll take
You
that.
Cheeto.
Cheeto?
That's it.
Oh, that's old.
Tangerine Mussolini?
That's old.
And remember this witch, because she even has more choice words for Donald Trump at the end of this video. How do you guys feel about becoming the 51st state?
Go for it.
Do you think it'd be good?
Yeah, it'll be good.
It would be
How do you
good.
feel about Canada becoming the 51st state?
It's somebody's fantasy. It'll never happen.
Do you think
I thought the
Canadians
same
should
thing.
take Trump serious when he calls Justin Trudeau the governor of the great state of Canada?
No, I don't think so. I don't think you need to take Trump seriously for anything.
Are other Canadians
They gonna learn.
You gonna learn today.
People gonna learn to take Trump seriously when he says stuff and it sound wild. He actually thought about that stuff. We had to learn that. Like, hey. Another thing when it comes to dealing with Trump and what he says is you got to remember what era he grew up in. They talk different then. They talk different from us because I came after that area. And then there's eras that came after me and I say wild stuff. So you just got to have put some logic to it. I don't know what to tell you.
worried about becoming the 51st state, or do you think that's just all a bunch of propaganda lies from Donald Trump?
I think it's propaganda. I think it's
I don't
another
think so
lie, but
anymore.
that's life.
How do you guys feel about Canada potentially becoming the 51st state?
I think it's a load of bullshit. That's kind of about it.
I mean, I couldn't foresee that actually happening.
Do you think it's possible that it happens?
No.
No, and I mean, like, even if it is, like, just like hypothetically speaking, if America were to like invade us, they would absolutely crush.
We don't need to invade you. Don't even put that in people's head. We don't need to invade you. All we got to do is just stop giving you the stuff that you get taking. You got a lot of resources? Well, you got people that could tap into. I'm just saying. He gonna cut the money off.
Us without even like crossing the border.
Say Trump decides to take over Canada, what will you guys do?
I don't know.
I don't feel like there's much you can do, and like
be
a
American.
situation like that, you know,
Enjoy
like being
it. It ain't
overtaken
that
is
bad.
kind of just like a shitty reality for a lot of countries, and I just like really hope that doesn't happen in our own country.
Do you think it'd be the best interest of Canadians, especially with what's going on right now, to become part of the United States?
Okay, so I don't know, like, just speaking in terms of like our dollar, the value of our dollar has gone down, so like that would be a hypothetical good thing. But yeah, I don't know. I think like there's more downsides to it than positives.
And do you think it's
What's going on with your hood? How many layers is that thing? I thought he had a hat on, but now I'm looking at his hood like, is that flipped up? Is it a mask on the front of that bad boy? Because I didn't realize it until he shrugged his shoulders. The whole hood just raised up, and the hat part came up. Just, what do y'all got going on up there? She like Little Bo Peep, and he is the black sheep. Damn.
It's insulting that Trump is referring to your prime minister as the governor of Canada.
He thought that shit was
I mean,
funny.
Trudeau's kind of a baboon. He hasn't really
Look at his hood.
done much good other than legalize weed. So, I mean, I'm all for insulting Trudeau, but yeah.
How long have you lived in Canada for?
My whole life. I was born here.
Oh, this dude's a player. Look at it. He got the player ensemble. Scorpion on the sleeve. Got the spider necklace. Got the chain. Got different types of ropes. Got the Cuban links. Got the medallions on everything. He got the one clean one that's got the diamond set up on it. 2 gold watches. Not one. He got 2. This man. Is it? And then he finishes it off with the Adidas sweatpants. Bravo, my guy. You didn't miss a step. You either got on Adidas running shoes or those gangster, the gangsters church style shoes. The gangster Buster Browns.
How do you feel about Canada becoming the 51st state?
51st state, why not? I think it'd be a good thing.
A lot of people today have said it'd be a bad idea and they want Canada to stay
I mean, dude would fit right in down here, too.
their individual country. What benefits do you see of Canada becoming the 51st state?
Security?
Donald Trump said this about Canada. He said taxes are far too high, but if Canada was to become our 51st state, their taxes would be cut by more than 60%, their businesses would immediately double in size, and they'd be military protected like no other country anywhere in the world.
True.
Why do you think so many Canadians wouldn't want to be a part of the United States?
I have no idea, to be honest with you.
I don't either.
No idea. Basically, I think it's a lineage thing, right? It's like people want to keep hold of their Canadian heritage,
That's
right?
exactly what it is.
Which is, it's understandable, but, you know, there's a lot of benefits to it. There's a lot of negatives, I guess. Depends on who you are.
Yeah, but you yourself would support Canada becoming part of the...
I would. Absolutely.
And what do you think about your guys' governor, your Prime Minister, Justin Trudeau?
He's got great hair.
I ain't even gonna say it looked like he did that on a little bit of honesty, but dude just kind of like, see, he took that nicely. He was like, oh, yeah, okay, we go in there. All right. He read the room. Everybody understood the assignment.
Anything else good about him?
No. That's about it.
He said good hair.
Bonehead. And
Absolutely.
absolute bonehead, you say?
Yeah, why not?
Would you
I like
guys
this dude.
consider Donald Trump a dictator?
I would consider him a man that has too much power.
I did not expect you to have a voice like that. That was... Sometimes when some people speak, it just throws me off. I ain't scared to tell them. Your shit threw me off. I'm sure you've heard this before.
For his own good.
Should Canadians be worried by him calling Trudeau the governor?
Yes, I think any person in power, including Trudeau, that takes tips or is influenced by Donald Trump.
Oh, hold the phone. We got to run this back. You see the buses behind them? Is them trolley buses? What is going on with the big cables on the bus? I seen those on like TV before, but y'all still got them?
The governor?
Yes, I think any
Look at that.
person in power, including Trudeau,
That's cool as hell.
that
I want to ride just
takes
because I ain't never...
tips or is influenced by Donald Trump is going in the wrong direction.
A cable bus?
Do you think he is taking tips, or do you
I
think
wasn't
he's
even
scared of
listening
Donald
to-
Trump?
Hold on. We got
I think
my
he's
bad. We got
has
to-
too much power.
I was distracted by the cable buses in the background. We got to run that back. I was not listening to what homie was saying.
for his own good.
Should Canadians be worried by him calling Trudeau the governor?
Yes, I think any person in power, including Trudeau, that takes tips or is influenced by Donald Trump is going in the wrong direction.
Do you think he is taking tips, or do you think he's scared of Donald Trump?
I think he's being influenced and he's scared.
How would 25% tariffs affect the country of Canada?
I don't think Canadians can afford groceries right now. So, like, we're living in a time where everything is incredibly more expensive, but our jobs don't pay us any more than, like, 20, 30, 50 years ago.
How do you guys feel about becoming the 51st state?
No. Like, America has enough. They don't need to take the entire, like,
I think it's
Canada.
kind of very disrespectful thing to say.
Do you think there'd be any advantages for Canada to become the 51st state?
Did she say it was disrespectful? How so? You look too young to be wanting to hold on to the heritage in Canada.
No.
What do Canadians think about Trump?
Some of them like him, actually.
Yeah.
Some of them, like, hate him.
I hate
like some
him.
of.
Why do you hate Trump?
I just hate his opinions. I feel like he's so. I don't know. I just don't like him.
He did say that he would reduce taxes by 60% and businesses would double. And you guys would be protected by the largest military in the world if you guys did become part of the United States.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean because of that you should like give away your country, right? Like you could like you cannot say that to the other countries. Be like, oh, I could make you guys more rich than give you country to me. It's not that. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Do you think Trudeau?
It's not give me your country. It's let's get together and become one country and be better. You obviously need resources from here. I mean, why is everybody on this Trump derangement syndrome? It's getting kind of wild that people with all the facts that have been dropped and all the evidence that's come out into the open and everything that's all been discovered and all the charges that's been dropped, people are still on Trump derangement syndrome. Like, what is there to hate about him at this point? Be humored. Appreciate that he's up front with you. He does what he says he's going to do unless somebody else jumps in and stops him. That's what happened last time he was president. We would have had a lot more nicer stuff back then. I didn't realize. I once was on that train till about 2019, 2018. I'll say 2018. Yeah, 2018, because 2019, that's when stuff started getting kind of wild. Anyway. Back to the show.
Say that to the other countries. Be like, oh, I could make you guys more rich than give you country to me. It's not that. Yeah, it doesn't work that way.
Do you think Trudeau is scared of Donald Trump?
I think so. Yeah.
How do you feel about Canada becoming the 51st state?
Well, we kind of already are to some degree. We're a settler colonial project. Do
you think Trudeau is scared of Donald Trump?
I think so. Yeah.
The Yankee Empire in terms of foreign policy, corporations, ever since like the 80s with neoliberalism, we pretty much de facto are, just not in the most overt sense.
That dude reads books. He likes lightsabers and he reads books. That was a smart ass answer. Let's run that back. He dropped dime pieces. This one, he got change in his pocket. Compared to
I think so, yeah.
How do you feel about Canada becoming the 51st state?
Well, we kind of already are to some degree. We're a settler colonial project.
Do you think Trudeau is scared of Donald Trump?
I think so, yeah.
The Yankee Empire in terms of foreign policy, corporations, ever since like the 80s with neoliberalism, we pretty much de facto are, just not in the most overt sense.
He ran that shit.
Do you think it'd be good for Canada to become part of the United States?
I'd see not really much of a difference. I'm indifferent. I don't really like both settler colonial projects.
Do you find it insulting when Donald Trump calls Trudeau Governor Trudeau?
If there was only one silver lining to Trump, I would say, is that he's funny, for better or worse. And
this dude, that's my peoples right there. This motherfucker, yes. Oh, yeah.
I just thought it was humorous, but knowing him, I wasn't really insulted or I wasn't really complimented. He is who he is.
And I can tell you're very smart. How would 25% tariffs affect the economy of Canada?
That would be absolutely terrible because that affects all forms of technology, goods, because when it comes to the United States or a lot of the Western world, including Canada, it's mostly fixated on consumption than it is on production. Because I'd say since like neoliberalism of the 80s, we've been predominantly on a service economy, like gig economies, like DoorDash, things like that, or just retail. There's no real industrialization anymore. There's no manufacturing. So the point is with that said, when it comes to goods, that would hurt the average Canadian for sure.
So does it say
this motherfucker is running it? Are you a plant, sir? I see you're wearing a black jacket. You often come in black jackets. Where did this guy show up from? He just... Oh, hey, hi. This motherfucker is running it.
Goods, that would hurt the average Canadian for sure.
So is it safe to say if Donald Trump imposes a 25% tariff tax on Canada, it would destroy the economy of Canada?
I would say it hurt it very harshly, but I don't think it would destroy it per se.
Donald Trump is talking about making Canada the 51st state.
That was a joke on a dinner table, around a dinner table. That's all.
That's what we thought too. Now the shit's getting more and more real.
It wasn't serious about it.
You don't think it's going to happen?
No. If they want to, they would have done a long time ago.
Would there be any benefits for Canada if they did become part of the United States?
I don't know. We'll have to see if it happens, and if it happens, we'll find out.
How do you guys feel about Donald Trump calling Canada the 51st state?
I don't feel fine with that.
Do you think Canada will become the 51st state?
No, I don't think so.
Would you like it to become the 51st
No.
state? Would Canada benefit by becoming part of the United States by any means?
No.
And what's the main difference between Canada and the United States?
She put her hand on her hip and everything. I'm about to give you the business. I see you got more questions. All right, let's do this. Oh, Lit City. Yo, hey. I was just talking about how much fun it is up in Canada. Lit City. I'm telling you. Look at that. They trying to tell you they got bongs, they got papers, they got hoodies, they got t-shirts, blankets, hats, jewelry, wallet, miniature figurines. Oh, shit. Word. That actually is my kind of store. Hey, yo, Lit City is pretty litty. Lit City, Canada. What is that, Ontario?
It's in your opinion.
Too far.
People are more community oriented here. They don't think this.
You know what? That answer she gave, that's a valid ass answer. If Canada is more community oriented, if your values up in Canada is more community oriented than they are down here in America, we could learn something from y'all.
By becoming part of the United States by any means?
No.
And what's the main difference between Canada and the United States in your opinion?
People are more community oriented here. They don't think they're a superpower country. They don't have the strongest army in the world.
You will.
Yep.
Because Donald Trump put on a post on social media that Canada would benefit because he said he'd cut taxes by nearly 60% instantly.
Yeah.
You guys would be welcomed in and have the strongest military in the world.
Yeah. No, I don't think that Canada would do well being 51st state of the United States of America. I wouldn't vote for it, so.
Mm-hmm. And would you vote for Trudeau again?
Oh, trick question.
No.
How do you feel about potentially becoming the 51st state of the United States?
That dude got one hell of a nose. The last time I saw a nose like that was on Digital Underground. I'm not even trying to make jokes, but that's a noticeable feature. Yo, shit is... You broke the mold, sir.
I'm not so sure about that question right now. I'm debating onto it.
Do you think it'd be good for Canada?
Good, somewhat not, right?
What would be your message to Donald Trump for referring to your Prime Minister as the governor of the great state of Canada?
And go.
Thank you, Shitler. We can go on.
Do you think that's fair to call Trump Shitler?
Yes, actually I do. Very much so.
And if you could cast a spell on Donald Trump, what would you say? And how would you do it?
Oh.
Cosplay time.
Only one? I'm not sure there's any spell actually that would be adequate. Any single spell that would be adequate.
The most adequate one.
Be gone, I suppose.
You ain't
Be
right.
gone.
You ain't right. You
And, like,
ain't right.
How'd you flick
You ain't
the
right.
wand?
He
Flick it.
said if you could cast a spell.
Just wave the wand. Just be gone. With
Motherfuckers
force.
is
Have a great
crazy.
rest of your day, man. Stay
This
witched
fuck-
up. And it just
You ain't
barely
right.
came out that Justin Trudeau is now stepping down as the
Man.
prime minister and has resigned. That will still take some time for him to leave office. However, do you think that will stop Donald Trump from trying to make Canada the 51st state? We will see.
That shit was funny at the end. He said if you could cast a spell, dude, you ain't even have to do her like that. Violation. She didn't even, man. Hey, yo. So in conclusion, I would love it if Canada became part of the United States. I mean, I can't even tell. When I didn't even realize that we had a border up there. I was like, oh, that is right. When they started talking about the whole border thing, I forgot all about the North. I'm just used to y'all coming and going, and I'm used to coming and going. It's just one of them things. Yeah, but your side of Niagara Falls is the bomb. Y'all got the shit over there. My favorite spot is that Wrigley's. Wrigley's, believe it or not. Yeah, if you ain't never been to Niagara Falls, don't go to the American side. It's ass. Go to the Canadian side. That shit is fire. Hey, how's y'all food up there? All right, hey, then I'd be able to come up to see my friends up there without having to use a passport. I could drive to Canada. Hell yeah. Take a boat. Hell yeah. Game. Hey, this was Aqua the OG, Aquarian OG. We out of here. We getting off of this What You Watching variety show. It is time to go. Deuces.